Where does this all go? What's the future? What's exciting for someone who's responsible for all these different apps for the New York Times, such an amazing brand? What's next? What's exciting for you to figure out how to find new ways to connect with the future generations, ones that may not be so familiar with print media? How do you connect with them in the future moving
I mean, I
forward?
think that's kind of what we're doing now is we are coming up with all these different apps, right? And when you think about someone that might consume cooking or recipes and, are maybe not your traditional, maybe New York Times readers, maybe they're doing something else and they're finding our recipes, and then as soon as we can introduce them to some of our content, we're hoping we can introduce our other, products and other apps, and, we're leveraging all these apps in a different way to find new audiences. And what we want to do with each of those is just introduce them to some content, some New York Times content, right? And kind of seed it that way, and then introduce them with our other content. So I think for us, what's exciting is that we're reaching a ton of people in different ways, and we're not siloing ourselves and saying we only want these sort of customers, because we see value in people that use our crossword app. We see value in people that are looking at, cooking, and we have a new virtual reality app that really brings news and in such a different, powerful way. So
let me ask you one question. How does a news company or a media company introduce virtual reality to engage users and connect with future generations? Can you tell us a little bit about that? Or
and virtual reality is such a new thing for us, and it was a really great idea from the newsroom, where they really want to produce news in a much more engaging way, in the future storytelling, as I see it anyway. And we had a great partnership with Google, who delivered over 1 million those cardboards to our print subscribers.
Cardboard
boxes, where you can put in your phone, and it went to our subscribers first. And I think that it got such buzz from people who weren't subscribers that they came to Time and said, how do I get this? And I think that we realized that we can really use innovative technology and new things to really show that as a brand, we're changing, we're evolving. And I think a lot of people that might go, oh, like, I didn't know that's something that Times would be capable of. And I think that's really refreshing to a new audience who now think, oh, actually, like, I'm really interested in virtual reality, and it might not be the traditional kind of, readers, but these are like millennials or people in the tech industry, and they're seeing us in a different light. And I think we're doing some really cool things that kind of make people realize that we're not this brand that's been around for over 100 years, that just delivers content through paper, but we're doing some really cool stuff.